Hello everyone! We are RiggyRob Pimmsy, and welcome back to more Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Hello!
So Pimmsy did a couple of other side missions in between last time we played.
I think I only did about two.
Only two?
One or two.
But you found there was an important side mission in which there was a different style of weapon. And it even says it on the screen there.
So there was basically I did two side missions, and I decided to stop there because I learned lots of new things. So first of all, I got to play as Rivali.
Oh yeah, well we did unlock him last time.
Yeah,
so.
but that was new. And then the other thing is that, did I even change his weapon?
Link's weapon. You fused them, but I don't think you might have... Oh no, you did. There you go, you're using the Claymore.
I didn't really want to use...
Oh, you didn't want to use it? I don't think you can change it
No,
from here.
Oh no. Well, basically, what I've discovered is that there's two-handed weapons and one-handed weapons, and they play differently. Also, Rivali has two different sets of moves.
One on the floor and one in the air.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to play as him. He plays similar to Link, apart from, obviously, when he's...
Yeah, exactly. So you're using a level 9 Traveler's Claymore. We'll see how, like, if this is doable. Oh wow, that's the first time I've seen you get frozen.
That's choo-choo. I need them materials.
Whoa, okay. Game struggled a little bit then with that explosion.
Yeah, it's because choo-choos really do stuff.
Yeah.
But I need to get their materials because I don't have much money on choo-choo jelly.
And especially the ice choo-choos, if anything.
Yeah.
Because you would have got quite a few from the Death Mountain, if anything.
There we go.
So the loading screen had a thing there about... Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
The loading screen had a tip about using two-handed weapons, but I didn't really like take it in or read through it. Obviously, no, I imagine the difference is you can't block with a two-handed weapon. Is that right?
But honestly, I don't really block anyway.
Well, I was going to say, generally...
That's blocking.
Oh, okay, you can still block. Interesting.
Yes.
But can you do parries? I guess that would be the important thing when you're fighting Guardians. Because
honestly, I'm not sure.
You know, the laser's got to go.
You can't shield surf.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because there's no shield.
Yeah. But so, it's actually stronger as a weapon.
Well, because it is two-handed.
Apart from the fact that it's, you know...
A weaker weapon, like, in general, but... Yeah, it makes sense that the two-handed weapon does more damage because you're trading off defense for offense.
Yeah.
What was he eating? He ate something before doing the attack.
Your Link?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that with two-handed weapons.
What does he eat?
It's a meal.
Oh, it's just any meal?
Yeah, so he eats a little bit. I think if you've got something equipped, then he specifically does that.
Oh.
But if you press X, so I haven't really mastered it.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know what I'm doing with two-handed weapons. Didn't really pay much attention to the training.
The thing that's supposed to teach you how to use a weapon you didn't pay attention to.
Yeah, you can restore health, basically.
Right. Because I thought if it was going to be something you eat based on what you cooked before the fight, like if you suddenly got extra movement speed or less damage taken from ice attacks or something like that.
Yeah, you can restore a little bit of health.
Also, I imagine having a two-handed weapon means you've got more range.
Slightly, not much.
Not much? Really?
No.
Huh.
Well, bear in mind that I actually can't also use a... I was going to demonstrate that I can't use a bow.
Why can't you use a bow?
I don't think I can use a bow. I need to check.
Bokobat. Ta-da! So many rewards.
Yes.
Alright, so that was anti-ice training. How many other little side missions were there?
There's two more, and then there's two missions.
No, there should only be one, because the only one I saw was Hyrule Outpost. Yeah, that's not a main mission.
Oh, it's not a main mission.
That's a side quest. I'm pretty sure there's only one main mission, which is the one right at the bottom.
What are you telling me to?
He's telling you to pay attention to the training.
So I've got 3 and 2.
Oh, you got spears
3.
And one-handed weapons there.
Yeah, so we'll do one-handed. No, not one weapon. We want to do two-handed weapons.
Hair width trial. What? That's Oh, one-hit failure. Ooh. A no-hit run is required.
Right, so I can't actually use this.
It's not a spear. You don't have any spears.
What do you mean? Do you have to use a spear?
I don't know. I thought that's what it was saying by
I think
spears.
it's one hand.
Is it just one-handed? Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't know. You can probably try going to the mission. Yeah, it can't be... spears only. You don't have any spears?
I don't have any spears.
You can't do that yet.
I'm scared of that.
You want to try the no-hit one?
No, not yet.
Okay.
What level is this?
Level 10. You level... What level were you? 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be fine.
I'm not even going to bother.
No?
Wasting materials on it.
True, you might want to save it for the main missions and so on.
Yeah, like, I mean, I get a lot of materials each time, but I don't know which materials I get, and they vary each time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, like, waste a load of materials on gathering something and then not.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I can't even demonstrate the bow. I don't think you can use a bow as when you are two-handing
Well, you could always set the weapon to be two-handed for the next main mission you do. If you feel like playing
you
as
pick
it.
up some spears.
Yeah, true.
Apparently.
I imagine...
Here we go. Oh, no, it's one-handed.
Well, X while running into a shield surf.
Mm.
So, there's one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons. I assume spears just count as a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
But they could still have different movesets, because, you know, obviously when you have a spear, you generally just do stabby stab, poke poke. Compared to a two-handed sword.
It might have a different moveset, but I think it'll
You gotta kill 500 people.
That shouldn't be too hard at my level.
Well, it's not actually... Defeating them isn't the problem, it's getting to them is the problem. So you've got to do 500.
It's them generating.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure you can find a situation where an A attack will kill, like, 30 in a row, but then you got to wait for another 30 to come back, and the Hylian captains in particular are going to be just getting in your way.
No, because if you kill them, they generate more enemies.
Oh, they generate more. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. That makes sense. We light my up. Okay, totally expecting you to go for the fire one there.
Yeah, well, I've got more of the ice.
Respawn.
Smash! Boom!
Ta-da! No, no, no!
Huh?
I have been defeated.
Is that what you said?
That's what he said in the bottom right.
Yeah, so if you kill them, then they generate. Also, they generate like weapons and materials.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Whoopah!
Also, I imagine that since all these guys are carrying spears, you'll probably get spears as a weapon reward
I hope
out of it.
so. I'm going for that because I do need stuff like that for that mission.
I suppose another thing that's going to be hard to do is trying to get them to clump together in such a fashion that making the A attack is actually useful.
No, because I can. There we go. Sorry, there was a rock in front of me, which is really irritating.
Hiya! Nicely done.
Thank you.
I do quite like that this level is based on a hill, because then the paraglider can work out for you. Because if you imagine you were in like the Valley Death Mountain area, you wouldn't be able to do the paraglider to go anywhere because you just not go anywhere. So the fact that this is slightly on a hill means you can paraglide across
Because you can bounce off a wall to do it.
No, that's true, but then again you're in a field, so there's no walls in particular.
Do you like how I've been using the paraglider a bit this time?
It's fun to see it being used. You're running out of time. You're not halfway there yet, and half the time is gone. That's gonna be...
But I'm not, it's not like there's
yeah,
anything
now
else.
you can see them all generating again.
But that's because I just killed the Hylian captain. I think that more appear the further into the level you get.
Oh, is that... Okay, fair enough.
Can't say for certain.
So this must be the first time you've done this mission then?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, there you go, you got 300.
That's the guy.
Wow, that is so good.
What, that attack?
Yeah, just like surfing and getting rid of them all.
Yeah, well, it's the only way to really plow through the
Oh
enemies.
yeah, you got that. Just 100 more. And if nothing
But the
else,
thing is, there's no point in doing this attack if they're not appearing.
yeah, if nothing else, because the shield surf moves you, you can actually like carry them into each other.
And the problem is it gets interrupted
Oh yeah.
by arrows and stuff.
60 more to go.
It's such a boring move though, doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, you know, it's a gameplay challenge, but it's a bit different to like the no-hit challenge. Oh, 30 seconds left. Oh, you're fine. You got an A attack ready now.
The good thing about this game, which is different from the other games, is finished. Is that the A attack freezes time.
Yes.
It didn't.
I thought it did in the first one.
No, the R attack didn't, and neither did the A, and it should have.
Okay.
But there's not an R attack in this.
Well, no, it's the runes are different for character to character.
Yeah, well, it's the Cryonis and the. My.
Raw whole bird.
Coming up to Christmas time.
Coming up to Christmas.
Ooh. Gonna eat some birds.
Are we going to keep the turkey parcels in the freezer for that, or are we going to go out and get like a proper turkey?
We're going to my mum's.
I know we're doing that, but like.
We can have it Christmas Eve.
Yeah, they're all before, yeah.
Well, we can get some more because
we've got plenty of time.
Tis the season to eat turkey. La 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 la.
Tis the season to eat lots of chocolate.
You're telling me to do this one?
He's telling you to do that, but.
Okay, we'll try. Right. So what we need
is to not get hit.
It's a one hit. So. So we can do movement speed, which could help. I think that the best one is probably going to be damage.
I would say damage
7.
or movement speed. So
what do you reckon?
I would probably go for movement speed because it's more important you don't get hit rather than dealing damage.
I'm probably going to get hit.
You're probably going to get hit, let's be honest. But that just means you have to do it better.
I'm actually really nervous to do it.
That'll be fine. You can give it a go, maybe once or twice, and then if it gets too hard, you'll be like, we'll just move on to the main mission.
I don't think I've ever done one that's no hit.
Was there not like challenges in the first one where you had to
get the sculptures, yeah, but not like it wasn't a parameter for success.
Yeah, but otherwise you didn't get the Scorchula.
Yeah, but you didn't lose the level.
No, but if you were trying to get the Scorchula, you would have to restart anyway.
Yeah.
At least this way, it's in the design of the level, so it probably already does an automatic restart for you.
I think you still get one hit forwards. I don't know. We need to keep an eye on the time, by the way. So
an hour. Don't worry.
So have you got a timer on?
I've not got a timer. I'm just being able to look at the clock. It is fine.
Right. Here we go.
Defeat the Bokoblins without getting hit by any attacks. You need to defeat 40 enemies. Oh, they're throwing their bats at you. Oh, watch out for the bats. Fuck.
This is hard.
What?
Does my
food
remain?
I would assume so, because you've restarted in the mission. Like I said, the quick restart is within the level, rather than you having to come out to the main menu and then doing it. I don't suppose blocking the bat would actually count as no hit.
Ooh!
Nice.
You get them?
Oh, you're halfway through.
It's when they throw stuff or shoot stuff.
I was expecting them to do more.
That's when it gets really challenging.
Also, not being able to see which direction attacks are coming from.
What do you mean?
Like, if you had enemies behind you and they were all throwing the bats at you, that would be kind of annoying that you couldn't see where they were coming from. Ah, that wasn't too bad. Right. Oh, you're not done yet.
No, that's now on to
capture the outpost! Uh-oh.
This is fucking scary!
There's probably going to be a moblin at some point, isn't there?
Probably. I don't mind about that so much, but it's these guys that I'm a bit like, I don't know.
Because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh, I didn't even see him! Where did he come from?
He generated behind you.
Oh, so it started
it checkpoints you. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
I totally expected you have to restart from the start.
I guess because it's quite a hard level.
Yeah, being a no-hit thing. Yeah, I suppose.
Fuck you,
also,
fuck you, fuck you.
You need to make sure you use your runes on the outpost captains because otherwise.
Or air attacks, like what I just did.
Oh yeah, that could work. Right, I'm really surprised they let you retry after a checkpoint there then, because that was not that long.
That was not long at all.
Okay, well.
I did it. I only died twice.
Hey, you got a spear.
Good.
And you got a weapon for Rivali as well.
Yeah, I was probably just bow. Didn't really look.
It doesn't really matter, as long as you've got space to get weapons, not having to throw them away. Fine.
Yeah.
You can fuse them all together.
Oh, sorry, I've got a bubble in my chest.
It's fine.
Right. Let's do this spear one then. Okay.
I think you have to equip the weapon, yeah.
Yes.
It
Oh,
does
they're
seem a
really
bit
shit.
disappointing that you can't just say swap automatically to the weapon that's the right type, but whatever.
Right. Don't let me forget I've got it on.
You've got the soldier's spear on.
Right, I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah,
with
again, it's a side mission, you probably don't need.
Yeah. It's not like it's one hit and dead.
Exactly. Use a spear's superior range to fight at a distance. Combine them with well-timed charges to dominate the battlefield. Well, it's the most common weapon in all of human history, so it makes sense. Spears. A stick with a pointy bit on the end.
A knife is.
No, it's a stick with a pointy bit at the end.
No, a knife. A knife is definitely more common.
No.
Yes, because you use it to chop wood and everything.
Right, I'm talking about even if you didn't have a knife, you could probably make a spear because it's literally a stick with a pointy thing on the end.
A knife on the end, you mean?
No. There is a difference between a knife that you hold in your hand and a stick that is sharp enough to do, like, points, you know? Ooh, also, you do have a different moveset. You can do a charging thrust.
That.
Ah, that's cool. Because one of the things that happened in the first game was that you didn't get moveset changes.
No.
When you figured out how a character worked, it worked the same way the whole time.
Yeah, but
now you've
every
got
single
weapons.
character has different stuff to do. It's a bit ridiculous, actually. There's a lot of memorizing.
I suppose it depends on how many characters there are in total,
That's
which we don't know the answer to yet.
2, 3, 4. That one.
Press and hold.
Unleash a charging.
Ta-da.
Nice. Alright.
Fire with you. Got it. Yeah, the spear is the most common weapon in human history because it's the easiest to make. You can't make a knife easily.
Oh, you mean just like...
I'm talking about literally like a wooden stick with a bit on the end that's sharp.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Because that qualifies it as a spear. You know, you're spear fishing in like the jungle, for example.
1, 2, 3.
Like, swords are the most prevalent in mainstream media because those were kind of considered to be like the glamorous weapon. But the spear is the most common because anyone can use one. It's literally just have a stick, point the guy at the other end with it.
Well, it's also like broadswords are more common than claymores because claymores are enormous and unwieldy.
Yeah, so one-handed weapons with shields are more common than... Oh, wow.
Sorry.
I can't see what's going on.
Oh!
It would have been nice to see that attack.
Sorry, there was a bit much, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, having a two-handed sword is way less common than having a one-handed sword and a shield because they're just too heavy. More people will be able to handle a one-handed sword and shield than a two-handed sword. But you quite often see in like fantasy TV shows or movies or whatever, people will often have a two-handed sword because it looks cooler.
Also, like the amount of TV shows that show archers as being only archers, and it's like that just wouldn't happen. You would likely have a bow on your back, and then you would follow up with a sword.
Yep.
And that's just, it's right. Okay, here we go. Right, you ready for
There's
this?
the moblin. Got you.
I know. I was trying to. This.
There we go. Now you see it.
I wasn't ignoring the crown. Well, I was ignoring it, but like, I want to show you that.
Okay. Good. Yeah, so in like traditional fights, the most common thing to happen would be if you're, let's say someone's wearing armor in like a medieval battle, the best way to, you know, kill them is to knock them over and then stab them in the neck with a little knife.
Also, clubs really common.
Yeah.
And not used in media anywhere really.
Well, if we think like Game of Thrones, for example, they always make mention of Robert Baratheon using his hammer, but you never actually see
him
a
use
hammer being used in a fight.
Yeah.
Like you see Oberon using a spear against the mountain. Yeah, I know. Memories.
Oh, I've got PTSD from that.
But most of the time, it's like a sword fight or, you know, something like that.
Axes as well. Nobody used axes, and that's probably the most common thing people would have on their belt. Like if you just suddenly got into a fight, you're more likely.
I don't know about common, but axes are more useful than swords because they can hook the sword and pull it away from the enemy, and then you can stab them like a poleaxe almost.
I like to think about it, you're more likely to have an axe handy than you are to have a sword handy.
I don't know about that. Maybe like if you were a common person chopping wood, for example.
Yeah.
But a sword can be just like a bigger knife, so you're more likely to have a knife.
That's not a knife.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Maybe a machete.
Yes, probably.
For grass. Right, I need to take off the
spear. Another side mission.
Spear. Right, okay.
What is this one? The Breach of Demise. Okay. Interesting.
Can't change.
That's.
Oh no, I can.
You can change your weapon.
I can change my character.
Oh, you want to change character?
But hang on, before I do.
What level is it?
No, that wasn't what I was gonna say. But before I do, I need to change my sword, otherwise I'll forget. Right, change. So it's level.
Yes,
50.
level 50. You've been focusing a bit too much on Link, but then Link's the main character, so he's not going to be able to. So.
What's up, Puddin'? You coming up?
No, he just sniffed.
Oh, there's no option. No.
There is no options for him to come up. Come on then, boy. He's going to stay out of view. Oh,
Good
hello.
Boy.
Up he comes.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
coming up? He coming up?
No.
Come on.
He refused.
No, he's coming.
He's
Come
looking.
on. Come on.
There we go.
Are you coming to me? What's your plan? You coming to distract me? What?
He was wanting attention earlier in the bathroom because he likes looking out the window.
Yeah, but he likes to look out the window with you. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, I want to be here and I need you to be here too.
Yeah, the problem is he wants under.
Oh.
But there is no under.
There is no under.
Good boy.
He's
Yeah.
a good boy.
Yes, you
Look at that
are.
good boy.
You're going up. Come on. Go up there then. Boy.
There we go.
Finally.
We can have a tail.
Yeah.
A tail.
Right. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Right. What we're going to do is we're going to put experience up.
Hello.
This one.
Yeah. Good
I
boy.
know, but... Can we even see? I don't think we can even see.
They can see the tail, but they can't see. He's in like the corner, so I'm just doing this to prove there is a cat here.
As if they need evidence. Come on, settle down now. Stop it, because otherwise he won't settle and then it's really hard to play.
Okay.
Come on, lie down. What are you doing? You want cuddles? You gonna sleep on my lap?
Next to your lap? Yeah. He's perfect.
And you need to give him attention.
Okay. Come here, boy. Who's a good boy? You are. His brother is currently asleep on the bed downstairs.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's so
yes.
hard to not give you all the fusses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you going. You staying there? Nope. Moving off? There you go.
Actually, check.
Capture the outposts!
Okay, there's nothing.
Oh, good boy.
He's gone. Oh, he flopped. I think he's chilling.
Yep. Feeling like a gun.
This is going to be hard to do with
Because
him.
it's a lower level, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll make full use of all your
Oh
runes
shit, what's the...
and it's a bomb.
Oh, that was the
Bomb.
wrong thing anyway.
Oh, but it still interrupts them. Probably because they're weak to it.
Maybe. I did bombs as well. Flip!
Nothing to it.
Okay.
Chop down the tree.
It's
Crush it
funny,
all.
okay?
Whoa!
So we're talking about the different weapons that get used in human history and so on. You never see Link using a crossbow, do you?
He has
He has used one.
because he has a whole game based on it.
Link's crossbow training, which used the Wii remote peripheral that was basically just a shotgun crossbow. You know, you hold the Wii remote in a
That was
position
it. It
where
was a
it's like,
gimmick, really.
yeah, but apparently Nintendo still count that as a Zelda game in terms of sales because it sold so much.
Really? Did it?
Yeah,
But I think it's because again it had that gimmick, didn't it?
and it came with the attachment.
Yeah.
I'm going to check actually. Link's crossbows training sales.
But also there's.
Supported the Wii Zapper.
I'm
That's what they called
trying
it.
to think of what else. Oh. Hard when it's multi-using. Because something else that Link has used a lot in games that they haven't utilised in any of the Dynasty Warrior games is the use of.
Oh no, you use the hookshot to bring down the Argorok. The dragon in Twilight Princess.
Oh,
you
no,
use
you
its weak
are right.
point and
You
you
are
bring
right.
the
Or
hookshot down.
the steel boot, the magnetic boots.
True, the magnetic boots, but that's kind of hard because the
They're a bit of
magnetic
a
boots are
gimmick.
supposed to be like walking on ceilings and walls, and you know that'd be a bit awkward to control.
It would.
Link's
Cool,
crossbow training was in the top 10 of the best-selling Wii games list for nearly 2 years, until it was surpassed by Wii Sports Resort, Wii Fit Plus, and New Super Mario Bros.
I'm very surprised by that. Look at this. Woo!
Very nice. I think it's literally because it's got Link in it, and it came with the attachment.
And it's one of the only shooting games. We forget that the reason that Nintendo they forget that one of the most popular games in general is anything with shooting, and there's not very many Nintendo games that do that. Splatoon did so well because why? Because it's a shooting.
And it's a Nintendo twist on the shooting game, which is the important part.
Yes. And so there's not many games like that
Nope.
by Nintendo.
I was thinking about this the other day. I'm trying to think of how many first-person shooter games that have been made by Nintendo there are.
There's a handful.
And I can only think of Metroid Prime.
Also, there's not very many car games.
Well, I guess they count Mario Kart as their car game. They don't want to do a realistic.
Yeah, but why
car
does it
game.
do so well? Because it's a car game.
Yeah.
You know?
Reaper says we had Modern Warfare Reflex, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 3. I was thinking of song lyrics to write today, but I had to say that instead. Hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. How you doing?
Any more, guys?
I need to switch this around.
Hit me!
But yeah, we're just going through all the different weapons that are being used, and actually, I'm going to search up how many first-person shooter games there are made by Nintendo, and I think it will only come up with Metroid Prime.
No, Splatoon.
No, that's a third-person shooter because it's well, no, because you have the gyro control with the gamepad, but it's not the same as first person.
Yeah, but you can change the viewpoint.
I suppose.
Can't you?
You can change it for certain things, but not for the whole game, which is what I'm getting.
There's no football games.
Again, they do like Mario Strikers, which is a Nintendo version of that.
Mario.
Yeah,
Oh man, my
basically.
stomach is killing me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the first time I've actually received that.
Rupees as a reward. Oh, nice.
As an item. Methinks.
See, the problem I'm getting is I'm searching for first-person shooters made by Nintendo, and I'm just getting like first-person games. Oh, GoldenEye and Perfect Dark that came out on Nintendo 64.
A bit old now.
It is a bit old.